is you can look at the equation and describe how that would change from the parent function. So remember, if your a value is between 0 and 1, what we're going to have is something that is wider, or vertical compression by scale factor 1/2. Graphing the transformation, however, will take graph paper. So if you have a printer on the back, however, you can, from what's given, try to write the equation and definitely give the description for these 4 graphs. And try on these at the bottom to answer the multiple choice questions, and then going from vertex form to standard form. So I'm going to do just 2 examples, the 2 that are furthest on the right of the page. So if I'm going to graph f of x equals negative 2x squared, remember you can, if you need to, make a table of values and plot your points, or you can say, okay, my vertex is going to be at the origin, I'm going to open downward, and I have a scale factor of 2. So knowing that I would have to go down, I'm actually going to just make my graph mostly the 3rd and 4th quadrant. It's not going to be in the 1st and 2nd quadrant, so I don't have to graph that there. So here's my vertex. Over 1 instead of down 1, I'm going to multiply by 2. Down 2. Over 2 instead of down 4, I'll go down 8 because I'm going to multiply by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. We can go down to the next example that I'm going to do with you, where it says f of x equals 1/2 x minus 2 squared minus 2. So I see that my vertex is going to be at 2, negative 2. So it's over 2, down 2, so it's going to be down here. But it's going to open upward, so I think I might actually need all my quadrants, but I think I could probably make more space for my 1st and 4th quadrants. I don't think I gave myself enough space up at the top, but luckily I do see that it is a scale factor of 1/2, so I should be able, with the vertical compression, to fit a couple points in here. So 2, negative 2, and because it's got 1/2, or over 2, up 2. Now I always like to check when I find that I've got my my y-intercept. Okay, well, if I plug in x, let me just make sure I'm graphing everything right. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Squared is 4. Half of that is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. So good. I'm graphing this correctly so far. Over 4 up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And oh, my graph ended up working really well. Okay. All right, so that's 2 examples on how to graph from vertex form using graph paper and not on